Hello guys, and welcome to one of my new video. In today's video I'm going to talk a little bit about learning a language with reading. But before going in, if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe and share my videos with your friends. Let's get started. Reading is one of the best ways to learn a language or to improve your language skills. Try to read everything you want in English, and it must be in your level of language. Find the books that matches to your level. If you're a beginner, find beginner ones, and if you're higher, find advanced ones and read them. But make sure it matches to your language level. And you can find them on Google. But I don't suggest you this because reading a book on your phones or iPad or even your laptop will hurt your eyes and makes your vision abilities weak. And my suggestion is go to the bookstore, find your favorite one, in which matter you like to read, and pick one of them. But don't read its first page. Open it randomly and read one paragraph of that book, and when you feel yes, it's okay, I understand what I read, then pick that book and start reading that. And when you feel that complicated with lots of unknown words, put it back to its place and don't make yourself tired about reading that book. If you ever tried to read a book, after reading 3 or 4 pages of that book, suddenly you get tired and you put that book aside and sleep, what's the reason? Reading a book is completely like watching movies. If you don't like that movies, you will get tired, and even 1 minute of the content of that movie won't go inside there. On the other hand, imagine a movie that you want to watch it over and over again. Even you memorize a dialogue of that subconsciously and you remember what happened at a particular minute on that movie. The reason is you enjoy from watching that. You feel comfortable. Choose the books you enjoy with. How you can choose those sort of books? By seeing table of content. Or as I said before, open that book from the middle and read one paragraph of that book. And when you feel that's okay, it's okay. Then you can pick that book. But how to read them? So I suggest you to don't read classic books. Instead, you can read romance or fiction books because our brain loves something outside of our real lives. The human is curious and we want to explore anything. And the human brain loves something unnatural or extraordinary. Try to habituate your mind to read these kinds of books. And when you're done, you can read any different types of books you want to read. And we have to know what time should we read. The best time for reading is 30 minutes before sleep, because you don't do anything on that time. You're far from virtual space and you're not using and wasting your time on Facebook or Instagram. Just turn off your phone and focus on reading the book. But the important thing is understanding the script of the book, knowing the concept of the book. Just decide, from now on, I read 30 minutes every night a book. This is gonna change your life and make you smart. This is not because you learn language or you learn vocabularies with the books, but you will find a different perception about our real lives, about the reality of anything you have read. The more you read, the more things you will know. This is a quote. I even don't know who said that, but it's really changed my life, changed my view about reading something. Now it's time to understand the benefits of reading. Number 1, reading can help you to learn vocabularies. I suggest you to read and listen at the same time, because you will face with some vocabularies inside the script of the book and maybe you don't know the exact pronunciation of that word. By listening to its audio, you can learn new words with its pronunciation. With this method, not just your reading skills get better day by day, but you encounter with vocabularies that you don't know. And the only thing you have to do is just highlight the new words you don't know and don't stop reading. And when you finish the book, write down the highlighted words in your vocab list or flashcards. It's up to you. and try to memorize it. Don't stick to every single word you see. A dramatic way to reach to the highest level of language is reading. And everything comes to vocabulary. The more you know vocabularies, the more you speak fluently. You know, guys, in international exams like IELTS or TOEFL, there are 4 core language skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. However, reading in international exams are a little bit different with reading by yourself. But if you know how to read a book and you know how to get the concept of the book, I'm sure you will pass those exams with high scores. This is one of the short way for hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. If you don't have enough time, or you are not in the mood of reading, or maybe you have time for reading, and while you're reading a book you get tired, you feel sleepy. The reason is maybe you read something higher than your level, because you maybe don't know the vocabs and it's kind of strange to you, and when you face to them you say, oh, what does it mean? I can't pronounce it clearly, or whatever else. I recommend you to find children's books, because it has a lot of simple English words inside that, and you know most of them, maybe all of them, and it will encourage you to read more and more because you know all of the words and simple grammar rules and so on. Or read short stories because of the shortness, and even if you have 5 minutes a day, you can use from that time, and you can read every single day 1 short story. You will progress after 1 month. Set yourself a goal and tell to yourself, I will read this 30 short stories in this month. The second benefit of reading is you can read every time and everywhere.
Every day.
You can read the books everywhere you are on your phones. As I said earlier, don't read on electronic devices because of it is a light radiation, but sometimes it doesn't matter. You have to read. You have to use from your time. Reading is not like speaking and listening. You don't have anyone to speak with him in everywhere. You can't listen to something in everywhere, but you can read in everywhere in any situation. Some of the people say reading more books is equal to more knowledge. This is wrong, because when someone with this types of mindset buy a book, start reading it, and after a few days he finish that book, and nothing will stay on their minds, because they focus on finishing the book, not the concept of the book. The quantity of the book are not important, the quality is, and what goes inside there is important. Don't try to finish a book as soon as possible, then starting the new one. Have a patience. It's okay you made a study plan for yourself, but we are not always active and energetic. We get tired and sometimes motivateless, and it doesn't make any sense to read that book. Just leave the reading when you are inactive, put that book aside and do rest. Read out loud. Reading out loud can improve your pronunciations and intonations, and it can also help you to remember more things because you listen to your voice. Although it's your voice, but it works. Thanks for watching the video up to end. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for my next video notification, and motivate me with your likes and sharing my videos with your families and friends. Wish you the best.